Ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly grasp new concepts while others struggle to retain information? Imagine unlocking a secret code that gives you an edge over 99% of people when it comes to learning and retaining information. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal these 3 powerful levels that can transform the way you approach learning. Forget the traditional methods you've heard of. It's time for a game-changing strategy backed by real research. Let's shatter the myth that effective learning is all about rewards. Instead, welcome to the realm of purpose-driven learning, a game-changing concept rooted in real research. Picture this. You're facing a challenging subject, and instead of the usual reward-driven approach, you decide to align your learning with something profoundly relevant to your life. Consider a real-life scenario. Meet Alex, a student grappling with writing skills. Traditional methods weren't cutting it, so I took a different approach. I asked Alex about their interests outside of the classroom. It turned out Alex was passionate about community service. That's when the light bulb moment happened. We crafted a project, an essay addressing a local issue. Now, for you, it's about connecting the dots. 1. Identify the learning challenge you're facing. 2. Link it to something genuinely relevant in your life. A hobby, a passion, or a personal goal. 3. Create a project or task around that connection, making your learning purpose-driven. Imagine you want to enhance your financial literacy. The traditional approach might involve reading through a dry finance manual. Instead, consider this. Identify a financial goal in your life, maybe saving up for a dream vacation. Now, create a project around managing your finances effectively to achieve that goal. It could be as simple as creating a budget or exploring investment options. This isn't just a theory, it's a practical strategy to retain knowledge. It's not about lacking ability, it's about infusing context and purpose into your learning journey. Now that we've laid the foundation with purpose-driven learning, let's talk about the second level, self-efficacy-driven learning. Forget the misconception that more studying and continuous practice tests automatically translate to better results. It's time to uncover the secrets of sustainable learning and how self-efficacy plays a pivotal role. Consider the scenario of Sarah, a student struggling with standardized tests. Sarah, like many, believed that taking numerous practice tests was the key to improvement. However, after over 20 attempts, her frustration grew, and her scores remained stagnant. This is a common pitfall, the myth that quantity equals quality in learning. Here's the game changer. Instead of fixating on overall performance, we focused on mastering individual skills. Let's call it the skill-by-skill approach. For instance, if you're learning a language, don't overwhelm yourself with entire practice tests. Focus on conquering grammar rules, vocabulary, or pronunciation one at a time. Now let's say you're learning programming. Instead of drowning in complex coding challenges, break it down. Master one coding concept, such as loops or conditionals, before moving on to the next. It's not about the quantity of problems solved, but the quality of understanding gained from each. To implement self-efficacy-driven learning, 1. Identify the major learning task at hand. 2. Break it into smaller, bite-sized pieces, categorizing them by importance and urgency. 3. Schedule your learning, focusing on mastering one skill at a time. The magic happens when you empower yourself with proof of your abilities. Start small, master one skill, and watch as your confidence grows. It's about enjoying the learning process itself, not just the end result. Now let's move to the pinnacle of our learning journey, Level 3, where we unveil the 3 S's: scaffolding, schedule, and storytelling. These are the pillars that will guide you towards effective and efficient learning, transforming your approach to acquiring new skills or knowledge. Let's begin with scaffolding. Imagine learning a complex subject as if you were constructing a building. Scaffolding involves prioritizing tasks based on foundational knowledge. It's like setting up a solid framework before diving into the intricate details. Think of it as identifying the core skills or knowledge you need before starting your learning journey. Consider my experience with a student entering the world of graphic design. Instead of overwhelming them with advanced techniques, we began with mastering the basics. understanding color theory, typography, and layout principles. This scaffolded approach allowed them to build a solid foundation before tackling complex design projects. Next up is schedule. It's not just about allocating time for studying. It's about establishing a mental barrier between study time and rest. Our brains need regular intervals of rest and recovery to perform at their peak. By blocking specific study times, you create a structured approach that optimizes both productivity and relaxation. Think about a professional balancing work and learning a new language. Instead of sporadic study sessions, a well-structured schedule might involve dedicating 30 minutes each morning to language lessons, followed by a break before the workday begins. This separation optimizes the brain's ability to absorb and retain information. Last but not least, let's explore the power of storytelling. Our brains are wired to remember stories. They engage our emotional centers, making memories stick. Applying storytelling to your learning process can significantly enhance your ability to recall information. Consider a student grasping chemistry concept. Instead of rote memorization, they crafted a story linking elements and reactions. Visualizing chemical processes as a story made the information memorable and facilitated better recall during exams. As we conclude our journey through the 3 S's, you're now equipped with a holistic approach to learning. If you found value in this video, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and share it with those seeking effective learning strategies.